there's been a number of things that were happening. Brother would just perform Nakisait. Take the dancers, Malaika. Kimakale renali gigi maybe somewhere. For an example, come retail. How about la bali ready? Let's go kante. No, neretla le brother. Let's go. Ozo relata kontlong. Lele fresh yana. Until kitlo find out later how we wanna sapatalo.
Welcome to the Safe Space Chess Podcast with Madam Speaker. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self-Love. If you're joining in for the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self-love and motivation. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing me. A big shout out to Hydro Quench for sponsoring us with the water. Guys, you know that when we're busy conversing here, sometimes the news, they sit here. They need some water. So a big shout out to Hydro Quench. A big shout out to E2 Hair Studios. You see this Makoti hairstyle of mine, eh? It's all thanks to E2 Hair Studios. A big shout out to Virtuous Indoni Lodge. That's where I slept, guys. That's why I look like money, because I slept peacefully at Virtuous Indoni Lodge. And a big shout out to Crown Lioness for dressing me up. Hey, guys, you can go to all the shops. You'll never find the clothes that I'm wearing. And also, apparently, a big shout out to the makeup artist, who is myself. Without any further ado, guys, we're going to go straight into our guest for today. I don't know if you guys are as excited as I am, but I can tell you now, after knowing who our guest is and allowing her to introduce herself, you're going to be as excited as I am. My sister.
Yeah, Madam Speaker.
How are you, my darling?
I'm happy. I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much
for reaching out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for honoring the invite.
Thank you.
Because I've been seeing you, posting. I'm like,
yaba ring, ne?
Let me slide in the DMs.
Yo.
Because I want us to sit down and have a heart-to-heart. Ne? Okay. But anyway, please do introduce yourself to the people and then we'll take it away.
Okay, my name is Tshidi Mholo, known as Tshidi Malaika. Okay. I'm just a girl next door from Lichtenburg in Northwest Province. I'm a mother of two. I'm a BA Ed degree graduate. Okay. I'm currently studying paralegal practitioner course, and I'm also qualified for music business that I did with Samro last year via Boston Media House. Yeah, hey, my profile is quite big.
Ne?
Yeah, I'm an ex-UNICEF ambassador. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
Deservingly so. You've been around.
Yeah, I've been around.
Yeah. But why is it that there can't be Malaika without Tshidi, and there can't be Tshidi without Malaika? Or even if you want to get away from Malaika and you say you are done with Malaika, it's not going to be possible.
You know what? I think people need to start thinking, as if the only female, more group. You are the rose.
Come on.
You are a star.
Yes.
So, and I've always stood out anyway. So I had two guys next to me. Bongano was always more writing Yaka, Jabu on my left. So it was so easy for people to actually, recognize me as the main flower in the group. So there is no way Malaika can be what it is without me.
For those
including my voice as well.
Yes, because obviously your voice, as the female also in the group, it stands out. For those who don't know, Ranalama 2000, who don't know quite well about Malaika, history, and then we have those who are from outside South Africa who don't quite know much. Can you just take us through the birth of Malaika and where we are now?
Madam Speaker, Malaika started right inside the church. I knew Jabu, but I knew the grandfather. But Jabu, I didn't know him that much. So he was a friend with Bongani. They started a group some time ago, some 5 guys from Klerksdorp. So when I went to church in and I decided to join the church choir as well. So that's how they could spot this woman is up to something. When you handle a particular song, boom, the entire church is now, And we decided to form and establish a brand called Malaika. We went to Sony. They were all in agreement. Bartola, producer, who was goofy. We got in studio for almost 2 weeks, but the album was finished within a week.
Sure.
there was so much pressure. At that time, I was a teacher.
You were still a 9 to 5 girl.
Yes, dikolo di a bulwa. Now we are rushing time. We were sleeping go the parking, robala bosigo, like working tirelessly. Yeah. That's how Malaika was born. And they are from Klerksdorp, I'm from Lichtenberg. Yeah. And we started winning so many awards. You know, Dikora, Disama, we were made to be a rival ya Mafigizolo by the media and the fans. Even Lorna sometimes, yeah.
But obviously, I know, Hori, even if the people want you guys to look like your rivalries, but behind closed doors, it's like, oh, you know,
no,
we are all
cool.
winning.
Yeah, we were cool. I mean, Jabu was even more closer with Teboho, the late. So, me and Tlantla, at some point, yes, we used to meet up and have a chat. And even our first, you know, daughters, unfortunately, has on her side passed on. They were born same year, same month. I think 5 days difference. Yeah. So that's basically that. You know. Yeah, Malaika brought in authentic music. You know, timeless.
Yeah.
Beautiful classics. You know, and yeah, we had fun. You know, stories were written, stuff like that. But we managed to overcome until we lost one member.
I wanted to get to that to say, Hori, after losing one member, how do you then pick yourselves up and continue?
Honestly, can I just say to the media? Some of the media houses, they were part and parcel of Jabu's demise.
Sure.
You know, you are at a gig, you see a headliner, and it's rubbishing Jabu.
Sure.
And now, Luena, as a colleague, you are being affected. You are in the same transport with the man. And people must begin to understand that as people, we are not perfect. We do mistakes and accept us for who we are. Yeah. And people must stop judging. Jabu was going through the most, emotionally, mentally, including his family. For Ronai, it was worse because that's where he was spending most of his time. So for you to be happy and looking at your other band member, Ali said, it was quite, I don't know how to describe it. But it was tough. It was tough. Because on and off. When we are expecting he'll be part of the show, but would say, is Jabu coming? We are all excited. Yes, he's coming. And then the uncle calls. Sure. Guys, I think you need to prepare. I don't know how many times. Sure. Jabu, you know, coming out and be like, at least. You know, yeah, man. And no therapy is being offered in the process from Sony management. Unless if we go maybe your own personal therapist and your own, you know, pastors. I understand. But it was tough. Because now, we are not even sure how to deal with this. Yeah. Even when he's there, he goes through normal things, you know, that are quite painful. And you don't even know how to deal with it or how to address it. Because now you need to be sensitive when addressing certain issues. Yeah. Now, ke dancers, ke manager, ke road manager, ke fan, they're demanding this, and other people are giving funny faces. Oh, hey, can't they know? So, and you try to tell him, no, just ignore.
Yeah. And it's not easy, you know.
Yeah, it was not. It was not.
Sure.
It's still ringing in my head, you know. All those experiences, you know, they are still part of my memory of what I saw happening to Jabu. And at the time, that's when we really needed to unite. You know, the three of us, if not two. But the squabble city thing, just like the siblings, city khanulwana. But people must learn to be sensible. Guys, we are human. Please accept us. We've got our own flaws at the end of the day. So we've got faceless people who are always rubbishing and telling us nonsense. I'm sorry to even go that. Yeah, like people man, ba kgona gore o lose your own being. Like, ikar how exist, ikar you are not human. Guys, please come on. Hello.
You know, because I'm thinking to myself, does it ever get to a point where you feel like even this gift is a curse? Because this thing is supposed to be a blessing, which is supposed to be showing what God has gifted you with. But then at the same time, all of a sudden, it's eating you up. It's eating you up.
Let me tell you, it cripples you. You being out there known as this particular public figure, it exposes you, including your personal life, including your secrets, including your family, even some of the family members. We all know, you know, they can even rely on you on certain things. Babangwe, it's about until our hey, iri mamang I inene, Madam Speaker nene a fananka speech ko di ko manyalong oring babang habarati babon because iba ikari we no no special babon. And sometimes for naki filori, you know, traveling, being with people, doing interviews, meeting, you know, different influential people, it opens up your mind. Lady friends, you start losing friends because now libua ing ilesa khonu go relate ka yon. So pressure ibangata. And people banally expectations sorry, you must drive a particular car, stay in a very classy estate, you must hang around with so many people, ujebody prawns every day, even for breakfast.
Sure.
And your kids must always wear this branded clothing, and but I need to go to the expensive. Guys, no.
And you were never prepared for these things. When you were starting off in a church, you didn't think it would get to a point where your life is literally being remotely controlled by everybody else except when not the owner of the life.
And a church where?
Yeah.
In a township.
Sure.
Now, batho ba setse ba go tlasa. Gore why a kenya bana publicationing? Or why kenya wana di public schools? Why atla mo clinicing asa hiko you know, specialized, you know, hospitals? But it's a public entity. So if you want to yes.
Sure. Okay. And then after the passing, when he passed away, how do you pick yourselves up as the remaining two members of Malaika?
It's heavy. It's heavy. We were starting to fight a lot. We were beginning to rivals.
Yeah.
You know, it's she said, he said. Now we are dividing people that we are working with.
Yeah.
And so it's beginning to be a bit difficult even for management to intervene. Sony is not even, you know, trying to find ways and means. Now I can tell I want to be seen. I mean, we all know this industry is full of patriarchy. So it was a matter of, I just want my voice to be heard because I think I've been silenced on many occasions. And Jabu left a gap, man. Left a gap because he was the only person that could, you know, tell brother. Plus
So he was like the glue. So when
basically
the glue is gone, and it's just the two of you, there's no referee, there's nothing, nobody's reprimanding anyone.
Yeah. I mean, we even had, used to have Bontate Support Sola, the late, Bontate Brahu, you know, intervening. I would run to them and cry. You know, we had mentors. I mean, people that one can actually go to and say, you know what, I need assistance. Bontate Jabusi Bumbe from Stimela. And as men, they would understand certain issues. Or guys, be sensitive. You know, women, we are emotionally built. So some men, when they do certain things or say certain things, I understand to us, you are being murdered alive. But all in all, we had fun. We had fun. We enjoyed. We traveled the world. But Jabu was always a question of if nalemo ngaba it's this. Jabu was a happy soul, family-orientated guy. He loved company. He would cook. You know, a bit of majita, the brown bottles, you know, have fun and do whatever. But things changed.
Yeah. Hey,
Like
things change, my sister.
drastically.
Yeah.
Where now this other member now, Filori, where now you can't.
Yeah. Since, well, the other one is not here anymore, it's me and you now.
You can't. Ibila, I own the copyright.
Sure.
Copyright.
Because I'm waiting for you to talk, ne? Because I really want to get to that, where I saw some things on your Instagram where all of a sudden, because the other member of the group is the one who was writing the songs, see, he owns them. Whenever Biswa
I'm gonna roll my
letters
eyes.
of the
Yes.
Gmails, how did that come about? Because when you guys separated, was it not peaceful?
Me and him.
Yes.
I chose my peace.
Okay.
And I left him like that.
Okay.
And I said, I don't even want to find myself having any correspondences or engaging in any form of communication because this thing has been dragging for quite a long time. You know, Madam Speaker, skolo.
My sister.
Uparien dikolong.
Ala.
Lona. Uparien dikolong, please. And hurry, no sentle.
Ha.
Yes.
Hey. I hear you.
Yeah. Ariane Dikolong, let's stop lying to people and stop, you know, trying to better yourselves, you know, using other people's pains. Now, boom, 2018, there is a Gmail email coming from some lawyer from Mooikloof. I don't even know if we registered to go LPC. I get some of us.
Fly by night. Sometimes.
You know. Yeah, cell phone number, hana le office line, hatina must cease and desist. But you know what? Even way before then, there's been a number of things that were happening. Brother would just perform nakisait. Take the dancers, Malaika. Kimakale renali gigi maybe somewhere. Arare for an example, come retail. How about la bali ready? Let's go kante. No. Le brother re tswa ko o zo re lata go ntlong le fresh yana until ke tlo find out later how o iwana sa patalo.
Okay.
Now she comes to me. Tshidi bongane o gana go mpha tšhelete her e was ni dar ka ke molata ke re hera a ke re le tswa go dira digigi ke seo mo patele. Ning le ko ke wait ibile the other one is selling Korean shapa dizzy ka feel ka re I'm naked. Brother lost a grandparent. I think that was 2011. And I decided I'm just going to go there without even telling him, you know. I slept at a friend's place, drove to Klerksdorp. How? Okay, ratenda. Umponi fela ke kena ke tshwere le blomo ke lisa go front inside the church. After that, boom, we were go ntlong after graveyard. The last time I saw Bongani at his grandparents' house was when I was like, hey, gwa tshulwa, gwa jiwa. Ke kopa o nkrele spoon mo ntlong. That was the last time ke bona Bongani. All right, friends managed to get, you know, plastic spoons from other neighbors or tse dingwe tse neng tse di usiwa from Raja Redutsi, you know, his aunts and other family members and some of the girls that I went to school with. Ke makala ke thola call from KB Motsilenyane. I'm not misquoting her. She knows what I'm talking about. Tshidu ko kae? Ke mo Klerksdorp. We rang the after tears. Ke mo lesong. La ga mangene le lezulang tate mogolo wa Bongane. Are mo se gate Malaika ya tsena mo stage.
Hey bathong ba modimo.
Jang.
We're now busy ka di after tears.
Ke bua ka ntho ya 2011.
Sure.
You know, when you are just sitting by yourself trying to figure out, am I that stupid? Like, kante yini? Engaga. You know, when you start hearing things, you know, people saying, we've been trying to call you, but number ero phone la moyone, haigeni. Kirke number ifinyo. Abam bonta yone kiretla. It's Bongane's old number.
So that's the number that people actually have e leng hore ha ba o founela, they're not getting you on?
What no, oh, I attended the gig.
So now it's like you motlohela a le one to attend the gigs.
Wait, you know, we changed managers as well. And Libone, as much as they were trying to put us together, problem is how le last day, how last day, and ahona motho o tla go kgonang. Because you would lie about a particular person, and bone ha o tla setse bana le briefing, wa bona. Neng go kengwa di meeting mara wa bona re meeting wa teng man we itse meeting go biwa ka di chelete, and I think there was a prior meeting before this one. So basically people agreed.
Already pre-agreement.
Yes. So they are just waiting for you to just say yes. And you know what, I need time to go home to think about it. How dare, as a manager, you sign us for managing us? How fair? Or more, you are selling us to this funder who's rich to take over company, including the artists. No, it doesn't work like that. Yeah. Give us an opinion or a chance to say, are we going? Yes, yes, because if we are doing it, then we'll do it outside your company. Now, because we're not Shebilechelet, you know, our first manager used to work as a lady, though no lady mishaps there and there, you know. Until Khobali situation, I think after Jabu's passing, Kitola letaya SARS, boom, 217,000. Gela. Yo. Ukilwa shebua ke didi ipotsa ro modimo ntlo ya ka ya le khasanyana ke fisa go ithekela yone batho ba modimo ke go bereka yang be ke rotse keng because ke rata o be ya dipampiri ke ya police station ke ke kopela lebeleleng o isihle a patale ha mo phone la hey Tshidi wa njala setsa because ke driver di Porsche because hana eng ke na le eng no we are not about that. Did you or not? Because she's got proof that you've been debiting.
But you've not been paying something.
Yeah, and no, keep at this baro kiro for 7 days. On the 8th day, bam phone la go police station. Tshidi come. Retsa warrant for Mugel. Mudim. Yo. Sure. You know when you are thinking to get someone arrested, but you are worried about the circumstances, someone, the mother, the entire family.
When I monahanela ena ha o nahanele.
Ke ne ke tshwere rifi ya le ponisa so ke retle ira patale. Because now halimo arrest is going to take long. Because now tla be le bo court appearances, now I must kill off, ke ska attend the gig and stuff like that. And I know ke tena le ke gore wait again, even when Jabu was highly sickly, you know, as a manager, there's certain things that you can't say, like or the decisions that you need to really take. I understand. I mean, while we were still at the police station, suddenly boom. Otsana monna o mongwe le Indian, o tshwere the proof of payment.
Ke tsa mannet.
You know what they said? Police station bare. O le patetse ka di check. Yes, our proof all the documents are stamped. Declare every month, like for a period of 3 months. But if any of the checks bounces, come back. This time you have to negotiate. But I think I was more scared of her partner. You know when somebody is always telling you, you're not my partner, gay. The mafia, this
like make or disappear.
Exactly, Wabona. So, it finally paid, and Malaika started struggling after leaving her, and then we went to this other manager who committed suicide.
Sure.
So there's been chapters and chapters of traumas that we never got to deal with.
It's piling up now.
Yeah, it has been piling up, and now he was just a happy man, you know, known by many. He has been in music industry for quite a long time. He would assist even, but while lowering, they are not even contributing anything. And na nka re fela tle. But I'm like, kopo tle untlaletse ka 10 nyana hela mo tšheleteng e ke heo o na le monna o rich. Oh, batla tšhelete. Monna o rich, but I served the service. I ke re tlo ikgoga ko mogolong wa.
Yeah.
Mare koloi ya gagwe ne taboga ka bongane.
Sure.
A bongana ro batla koloi ko bankeng gwa iwa. Tshidi fela ka re ke kopa something. It's a no. But the sad part is, day before he passed on, around Boma 5-6 in the afternoon, he started calling me, telling me about all his problems.
Sure.
His problems, you know, but bang kolota, no, ke mo mathateng, ke kolota office, the phone lines, this, that, wara, you know, talking like, you know, a brother to someone that you are working with. No suspicion of
Or after that he's going to take his life.
tomorrow. They discovered his body
Sure.
hanging
Sure.
from a garage by a helper. And guess who was the first person to even be informed before taba di phatlalla to anyone? They had to call me and tell me, when I, because now pregnant, before di bala go di pampiring, you need to know what's going on. He left a note. He doesn't want anyone at this funeral.
Sure.
Anyone. He just wanted his family. Now, you are trying to recover, but I might be talking, you know, but
It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot.
Sure.
It's a lot. And I keep smiling. Bubbly, happy, but I knew at some point I'm going to be a ticking bomb. Yeah. Especially when there is these chapters. And this is the man, Oneki, you know, I could talk to him about a lot of things. Complaints. Either me or ka bongani or ka the dancers or whatever. He would even, you know, put his life in line. Even when Bongani was, you know, at some point not well, and I had to drive him to one of the Johannesburg hospitals, fearing gore taba tsa pelo di tlo ba problem gape. And I'm the one now who's trying to tell everybody, please don't say anything to anyone.
Yeah.
And I would call him and he will come late at night, you know. My car was just an ambulance. You know, risking lives for us, and borrowing him one of my cars when at some point, I don't know what happened to his car, but yeah, I you know, when you feel like God marry, why? No. I think no, I don't want to say this. But sometimes I feel why not jabuka speedy mar?
Yeah.
Because this wouldn't have happened.
All of these things that are happening.
Yeah, at least in Atlamokola to order. I understand. But it's been heavy watching things happen before my eyes, you know, stories being written and, you know, trying to play brave. Strong, and you know, my daughter usually says, "Mommy, you know, there's quite a lot of things that you are going through. I'm sure if I were you, I would have long gotten a nervous breakdown." And I'm like, "I wanna get claring. I could like a tlhogonyana ya ke ka re, hey, hi sharp, ke tsena ela mo ka fale." Oban.
So, Mara, what would you say is your secret to stay like this? Because everyone's out there who are going through so much.
Yeah. I think your surroundings. As much as I'm staying in a very toxic environment where I'm staying currently, but the people that are genuinely treasuring you, that are willing to listen, make jokes with you, that know you from when you had nothing. People that are able to say, "I am a joke, man. Motlogeleng alle. Ramuitsu uyalo." Wabon, not fake friends. Wabon, and people who will always put you in their prayers all the time. Wabon, people who are mentoring some of us, you know, and my family, my partner, and you know, they keep me rejuvenated in a very happy space. My kids who are always dancing for me, you know, when I'm home and then they start saying something and we start laughing about it. But yeah, there are moments where I would just be very, very sad and I would just go live.
Yeah.
And then I start talking to people that I've never met.
Yeah.
These are strangers. And we'll start talking, introduce a different topic and this is what I wanted for Malaika.
Yeah.
But it was for a temporary period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say that everything that has happened has impacted your creative juices, man, when it comes to music? Because yes, from time to time, like I saw on Instagram, some of the things you were posting there about how you would perform, you know, Malaika songs alone, Tshidi Malaika. We know you as Tshidi Malaika. And then now they're saying, well, you shouldn't do that anymore. In terms of you being able to be creative enough to create new music and do more things independently, do you think everything that has happened has affected that part of your life?
It has, because, I mean, even that letter, to be honest, it's a fake letter. How le motho o studying law, o tlo kgona bona fela rai, go a gona nix. Le sekgwanyana sa teng ela wa se bona nje fela rai mo. Mo itse keng mo ai. A se bereke. Go tlaliwa ka nna, but ya tena because we put already what kind of an illiterate. And why is the illiterate di kgona go vurva ya ngondo. Kuru feel like you are nothing, you are nobody, but when they know what you can't stand and or when now you don't even take nonsense, so I was demoralized at some point, you know, when I started hearing stories, you know, to a point where I almost said, you know what, I'm quitting. Let me just release myself from Malaika and leave this guy to do whatever that he wants to do freely without hiding. And then I released the press statement, 2021. And I said to him, whether one replace or wait, because anyway, so you might as well just do it. And now, I had an interview recently, agreement. And I'm like, agreement? Juang. Now they bring in this other lady. I don't know her. I've never met her. She sounds very desperate.
Sure.
Guys, kopalen supporting. Nake batlo ba le understand wo ke member Malaika. Girl, you don't know the sweat and the tears and the sorrows I went through for me to get to where to be sitting here with you, to be telling this story. Don't burn bridges. The same person, let me tell you, there can only be one me and one you.
Sure. Start
looking at your life and your brain. Even the people that are behind her, you know, who convinced her, or no, I know them.
Sure.
And I smile with them. And they think it's normal. Patriarchy.
Sure.
You know, people that, you know, are looking at you all the time and trying to cheer you up at the back of, you know, when they close the door, and you're like, Really? Okay. I think she needs to start learning to love herself and understand her own value and she's worthy. You can't be Tshidi. People are still going to bash you and bash you until.
Yeah.
It's not me, but people are not happy with what you guys are doing. I don't think it sits kindly to anybody that sees you guys perform as Malaika. Because now, litanisha brand yaka.
Emma Bailey, so are they performing the old Malaika songs?
Yes.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm thinking if they're going to say, because there's nothing wrong with new members coming and going in a group, ne? But when the new members are coming in, can we at least have new songs that even if the name is still Malaika, we now don't have Tshidi anymore, we have Mahlodi now. We are performing new songs. Because now, when Mahlodi now wants to come and perform ka voice elayatsi, we want Tshidi's voice. Is Dima pride yaka as a girl?
Na like it's a ke batla ba itse go be le promoter A1 yetse a show ya Tshidi Malaika le Malaika. I want to see something.
And then when are you going to perform the old Malaika songs? And then Bona, le bona same.
I want to see something. One show.
Eh.
I want to see something.
Yeah, ma'am.
And next time,
Eh.
I want to attend their show. Ki tlo ba ko front. Ki mo shebentse ke re, yes, girl.
Oh, Bella.
Yeah, but no to ke batle yo ne. Are.
Are busy are moranzi wa wanga
Exactly.
ka voice ya hao.
Could understand. You know, and she doesn't understand, Ore. She's actually making things more easier for some Robo Bobo Sambra and Kapaso to collect when, you know, these venues, they pay a licensing fee. Part of that money comes to me, comes to Bongani, goes to Jabu's estate. So, you know, well, again.
Bamu user and how we.
I understand. So she doesn't have any clue. I think the only thing that is just to see herself. Almost staging, Ali young, baby girl.
Sure.
As especially as women or as female artists, we can't be fighting now. No.
No, Yona, it doesn't make sense. Hori. She's a new member, but she's singing in the voice of somebody who's actually also singing somewhere else, the same song.
And Sony recognizes who? Tshidi, Jabu, and Bongan. They even sent a letter recently. And I come in to think about it, Madam Speaker. Letter ya teng ere. Wait. But terminator, and we must sign. On the terms, it's a termination. We forfeit all our royalties, future royalties. We are not allowed to remake the songs. And ibile are allow you to audit the account to Sabon.
Must they crippling you if you agree to that?
So we must sign. I must sign my legacy and my life away. Because they are giants in the music industry. We can't fight them. I haven't done that. I haven't even signed and I just chose, let me just keep quiet. Because I get like this thing. Oh, this is another way of, let's say we are terminating this Malaika so that
the new Malaika.
And then who can this new Malaika?
Rebirth.
Yes. And our Shebale, the people who are behind the production, is the same goofy. Bongane mentioned also Tasso, who was our manager at some point.
So it's literally them trying to kill the old Malaika or issue dead.
You can't bury me alive. Hello? Guys, I'm a bull and I'm a cat. I will fight you through prayer only. Sure. Let it be. Because this is the legacy for me and my kids. So why is only rebiti for meeting? The decency in a company. Rebiti the questions or what really happened? What is the way forward? What can we do to rescue the situation? But as far as I know, Madam Speaker, Bongane, no, I can't. I've taken a lot of, heaviness in me trying to cover up for Malaika, even to cover up for him, even, I think I'm more better, poor. If people are classifying me or categorizing me as poor, I am not poor, but can I just be by myself? If it brings me more peace, I'll be the happiest person.
Yeah.
So people, Baba, join our music industry. Remember, it's business at the end of the day. Every song that you write, you register it with Sambro individually, even if your people are going to register the songs on your behalf. On top of that, there is little time. Everybody that contributes as a session musician, as a backing vocalist, they must also be registered because they earn a living. So, but we are playing games, but contractually, Malaika, but we are dealing with it legally.
Ne?
Legally.
Legally, I'm an native singer Gmail.
Hey, isn't your temu or Alibaba?
Legally, a temu.
No.
That one get temu. That one is a temu letter.
I know. Le good day what the one with you small letter. Lawyer Reba too. We should try young apparagao no ko hare ga magistrate.
How many you decide better?
I know, no. No. Le copyright. You know, when he wrote copyright, the word is divided into two. Had the copyright. It's Sony that owns the copyright. Bongani, wake up. Which copyright are you talking about? Because Ronaldo owns a composition.
Yeah.
Copyright is owned by Sony because they paid for the recording. They own the masters. They own our catalog.
Sure.
Maybe.
Mara, what did he think, or when you were just going to easily just let go of it like that? Does he know you to be that person?
I think that was his expectation.
Okay.
You know, sometimes in life, hey, this thing. Maybe that's what he was hoping. Abagre had totally different, pattern this time. Or yeah. No, like you, and the people judge me, but I'm very vocally, too much, because I'm standing up for myself and I'm fighting for myself. So if no one is willing to fight and do stuff for me, who's there?
Yeah.
As a young black African woman, I must speak. If I'm keeping silent for who?
Because obviously silence is not working.
No.
Because you've been silenced for how long?
For quite a long time. Insecure observer feel like, okay.
Sure.
And let me tell you, I'm one person. Ki ipatlela fela ko gona le happiness thing, joy, and mare, don't push me.
Yeah. Shem, I've seen you. When you toy mo social sing, what toy strong.
Kile fighter.
Ole fighter.
Kile fighter lele strong underground.
Ne.
Yeah. Kile fighter lele strong. I mean, there's been so many instances where we are even needed even to go and perform with the political party.
Yeah.
In like affiliated lelon. And a brother rena ka se khono and no belong to the ruling one.
How mara I get a gig is a gig. If
service. This is business. Hey, wake up. You can't see. Hey. Sure. Really?
So now you must miss out on money because we don't affiliate with a certain political party.
This time I think you're on a problem. Now there's more activation. I mean, how do I followers? Ki manage like these social network pages. Ke kopela le ene ha ilo ke bone tsa gage di le go class ene ano gape a go ka tire kopane ke kwa oha ra go bereka yang
ke nyaka go botsisa hore isn't there a chance of reconciliation go pelenyana kwale maybe la lukisa? It's never gonna work. Especially, you know what, I kind of understand where you are coming from, because if mutho are nna ke eme mo, and I am not shaken, if you want me, you must come to me, and we are doing everything on my terms, I wouldn't want to associate. But now, what I want to know is, how is that affecting the brand?
Big time. It is. It is in a very, very huge way. Because now every time batho ba phone, ba founela nna Tshidi re batla Malaika ke re oh latang Malaika now batla nna I will come and commit because I don't remember missing a gig. Neneng ke a thegiwa le ko le boneba ke a thegiwa ke di promoter thinking gore it's me who's coming. And anong etsang ya trigger gore it's qadile gape this thing. You know, I think the best thing that Bongani needs to do, since rona ba bangwe re kile ra apara di gown re qualified wa bona like you. Bongani, release a press statement and acknowledge Mugel. E ya gore le pitsa Malaika e tlo bereka. Because now look also suddenly ba re ba batla di login details tsa Malaika. Ko nna why?
You know, I feel like between the two of you, when you are Malaika, Bongani le ena ke Malaika. Mara Malaika o mongwe ha le kwale o mongwe a le kwale. O ka re ha e bereki fantiwane.
Ha e bereki.
And when we remove Malaika, we don't know who Tshidi is.
Exactly.
When we remove Malaika, we don't know who Bongani is. That's why even when I think I saw a video on Twitter where bare ke mang ba mitsa ka lebitso bare Bongani together we are Malaika, batho ba the man, which Malaika is this one? You know, because really I feel like there's no washing away.
Yeah, like gona le confusion. Well, people have always called Aska Tshidi Malaika, Bongani Malaika, Jabu Malaika. Wabona if narile Bongani Malaika featuring.
Yes.
That, for me, it was not a problem.
Mara also still with the featuring. Can they create new music?
I heard they are in studio again.
Okay.
So ha ke itse gore ha ba tlhaga ba go tlhaga ka which name. Yeah. So I'm just hoping because like Malobane ba etsa interview and it's mare di presenters le tsone sometimes. Be di dlela dipina tsa Malaika.
Hey.
Hey. Bare two bob. Bare nguwe. Bare destin ka ke re man. Tsamekang tsa batho ba tse dintšha man so that batho ba ba utlwe. Because Gela, she's ready, like she's excited. Please accept me. You know, khale ke batlo ba member ya Malaika. Oh.
Sure.
She really needs to review and look at things differently. She can stand on her own. We are not dissing her, but she needs to stand on her own. Not
to be somebody else's shadow, because literally there are big boots which are in front of her. She's supposed to fit those boots, and it's not possible.
And able to because every time people are asking, Malaika tlango paleboe, and you don't even know what to say because I'm the one who's warming up to people. You know, go to social network pages. Tshidi tleng entsang album nya na bo fela mo pelong ke re if only they knew. You know, even the saddest part was when I was attending Libitsang Pulo ya letlapa la Jabu. Bongani was not there.
Sure.
Yentswe ke family. You know when they say batho ba bane ba bereka le motho re kopa ba tle mo pele and then ba tle ka sefila. I'm alone.
Sure.
The only song that I could sing was When Peace Like a River. And I started crying.
Sure.
I made everybody who was there to cry.
Sure.
I was like, really now?
It really feels like Jabu took Malaika with him to the grave.
Let me tell you, Jabu was a gem. Jabu was nearly staring. For the fact that, you know, he had so many times, you know, falling and standing, falling, you know. And I think the beauty about him is that even when he was going through tough times, le ha nna ke bua, na mmamela. Wa bona hore, "Eh man, kopa re etse yana, o ska etsa yana. Okay, let's go to the hospital. Let's do this." He would do it, and he would come to me and give me feedback. Wa bona. And even if Anna lady issues silly brother, because at some point he was no longer performing. Aramon now it's Dimane, because both of them they had studios. Ardimano uza music work. Kiri urayang. You know when somebody's talking and you're like, hey, maybe wa hallucinate or suddenly good pinang when they perform you ke bongane ka iko Freiburg. Ke botsa batho e reng pina yo ile. Ke re mospine ke ga jap. How do you do that to your friend, your brother? I'm not trying to rubbish bongane. I just want people to see, or you know, some of the things o tla we putsa ore mare kante botho bokae in this situation. And when people are beginning to say, I'm always talking a lot more the social pages in Zaga, I should be concentrating on my music. Because that's my page.
Yes.
And I've got every right to voice out anything in Lupang.
And Malaika is your life.
Malaika is my life. Until, you know, Sony decide already, bona, popare kwaleng se la tlhole le di performer ba di tlosa le mo di streaming. Then maybe, well, I tried releasing a solo project which was never supported. It was killed during production.
Yeah.
During production, you know, when you are all alone, and I kept on saying, "Madam Speaker, khono dlala guitar." Because invoice Sony. That was me.
Sure. But are we looking at trying again in the future?
I can. And at this time, I'm going to nail it. I'm really, really hoping to nail it. I know we are growing. We should be doing other things, you know, when somebody says no. But hey, why can't they? Guys, this is my talent. It's my gift. I can even sing when I'm 78. My voice still sounds the same like 2003.
Yeah.
And thanks to, you know, DJ Cleo, because when he invited me, I was like, yo, Pela, Harari Heza. Pela, what you saw there, it was not rehearsed. He just sent me how the song are supposed to run, and boom, it was live.
Sure.
The only thing that I did was just to drink a glass of warm water before. But I was panicking emotionally, you know, when you are having all these memories, or, oh my gosh, if these guys were here, this house would be on fire. Yeah. That's the fire that we used to do. Career Donald started picking up from Malaika. Career Zabatavanga started from Malaika. Most of the musicians. You know, we gave so many people a platform, a voice, you know, to shine, and exposure without even having to ask for anything. But it said Malaika didn't even have an Instagram page, didn't have a Twitter page or Facebook page, even YouTube, nothing.
Sure.
As big as it was.
Yeah.
So I can't see Malaika reborn or
Hey, your name Malaika the legacy.
I guess or Malaika reborn or the real Malaika. Ho gabedi. Ha ke tlhaloganya. Mare ba ile kang ha ke tla bereka. Ha ba kwa tlo ipitsa Malaika ke tshela. No.
While you are alive,
no,
Malaika,
don't bury me alive. No. Guys, come on. Even the promoters, these promoters that are booking these people, Lebone, I blame them. I blame them. There's one equating the comments. Go TikTok. Because people were like, hey, no. I say any. Wabon. it's not nice.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be in that position. I'm trying to fit somebody's shoes. The next thing, people are only speaking about how I am not the one they ordered.
It's sad.
Having to deal with that on a daily basis.
It's sad. And I mean, there's minimal number of us as female artists. We should be standing together,
Yes.
complementing one another. But instead, she's exposing herself to, malicious, attacks. And
it's not benefiting her in any way, because it feels like starting off on the wrong foot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the industry arena is so small.
Sure. I hear you, sis. Before ki ho kwalla kantle, ne? Is there anything else? Because honestly speaking, remember that I said that I wanted us to have this conversation so that you can really let us in, so that we understand what is it that you've been fighting for or about this whole time up until now. Is there anything else that I have not asked, that we have not touched on, that you would like to share with our viewers?
Do you want me to elaborate more on my personal life or Malaika or anything else? I think the other thing that I want to make people aware, we've got a problem. Minister of Human Settlement, come on board for sectional title properties. Makgowa a re hetsa. Nka se bue mabitso, but makgowa a re fetsa. We are being overcharged. I don't know how many times I create the fake summons, putting on my ID number and plugging them on my gate for passerbys to see.
Sure.
I don't know how many times I've had stolen identity where people open accounts with my ID. I've been harassed, intimidated, bullied, denied my rights to even attend the AGMs, because the only thing that I'm asking, I'm seeking transparency and accountability. That's all. Because if you are a managing agent, there's processes, there's procedure for you to be elected, to be part of, body corporate. And we've got thugs living amongst us, chowing the levy without even maintaining our houses. They are dilapidating. We've got people taking meter readings. City of Joburg, City Power, Joburg Water, be careful. Because we've got people who are just hiding behind the very same managing agents, opening fraudulent and bogus companies, targeting us, the black race. So when you start speaking, either your car will be stolen or your garden will be put on with pesticide.
Yeah.
Or something.
Something will just...
I don't know how many times I've been to Rodiport Magistrate Court. When I get there, there's no file. Magistrate has dismissed my case, 2021. She was furious. Oh, you are wasting my time. And they started again, and now the gardener that they hired from 2017, who has been used to play games and monopoly with us. Guess what? He stood by my gate, took pictures of the summons that were plugged in. Nobody signed up for them. They don't have any receipt that says I received them. Now, Kiako police station, I report, or this is what transpired. They come and ask him, brother, where did you take the picture? Because it has got hair details. No, I did, but okay, where are you from? No, I'm from Malawi. Give us your papers. Dololo. So now you are in contravention of Immigration Act and Labor Act. So the people who hired him must be held liable. So he lost the job. Him, the wife, and the child have been deported because of one mistake against this girl. Kari jarta runa is noch. I know, it's bad. Hakuna the meeting, the meeting Zoom. We've got people who are faceless, who are invisible, that we don't know, who are trying to say they manage us. We don't know them. But they expect money. We are getting bills. I've just been told recently, Yeah, well, now you must keep quiet. We've got a judgment in your name. Judgment? When I haven't even appeared in court. How? When you're a lawyer, who hired that lawyer? Who's paying that lawyer? With whose money? So honestly, where I am, I'm fighting a lot of wars. And I think it was a beautiful thing because it has redirected me to even study law.
Yeah.
You know, online, obviously. And I'm hoping I do my best. I've been doing my best so far, so yeah. Haribu, it's only 8 houses of vulnerable women. 8 women. We can't even visit, cheer up, have parties, enjoy times together. Our kids playing together. No.
Yeah. You know, I think educating ourselves, I think you even spoke about this in the very beginning, and I think it's applicable everywhere. To say sometimes people take advantage of us because we are not knowledgeable of things. We just need to take time to educate ourselves on. Because the only thing that is actually saving you is the fact that you are educating yourself. So meaning, if you were somebody who was on the other side, who does not know anything about anything, I now
because of all these illegal, activities happening inside the courts with bogus lawyers, bogus managing agents, PPRA, which is the body that regulates the managing agents, lead property agents. They are not coming on. Even when you try to speak to them via Facebook,
So no wonder you are dealing with skeletons.
Yeah, like we even created a group of, of many of us who are, wounded, black and white, Indian and, mixed races. And it's not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're hoping for the best. But,
Yeah. You keep going.
I dig.
Yeah.
And at the time, if I find something, when I strike, I'm done. Yeah.
Yo, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
In your future endeavors, ne? But I want you to tell me one thing in closing.
Yes.
Your biggest regret and your proudest thing, the one thing you are the most proud about, and your biggest regret up to so far.
My biggest regret is I'm too nice.
Yeah.
And what I'm proud about myself is I keep winning.
Shoo. Power.
Yeah. I've been so blessed. Mudimu, like go, I'll carry you.
Because he knows your heart.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
So does it mean, Hori, we didn't count Send Studios when we were counting the sponsors? Yes. We didn't. No. Pastor Bay is going to fire us.
Pastor Bay, me?
You. Oh. We didn't mention, Hori, one of our sponsors, it's Send Studios. This is exactly where we are recording, and we appreciate them so much before they fire us. My sister,
yes.
Thank you so much for sitting with me today.
Kalibu.
I hope this is not only going to, because I know, Hori, like you're saying, Hori, every time when you go live, when you speak, when you engage with different people, it helps. There's a bit of load which goes off, and every time when people are sharing different
it's part of healing.
It's part of healing. So I pray that even this episode, because one thing that I've been checking, the episode that we aired yesterday, it was Sunday. The guest who was there was going through the comments. She's like, you know what? The more I read the comments, the more I'm getting even more healing. So I hope that even with this episode, engagement in the comment sections with people sharing different things, and also those that are going to be learning from you. Because I do believe, Hori, you have shared so many things that even people who are upcoming, even those that are ignorant of a lot of things, because, sometimes when people are gifted, they just focus on their talent.
Yeah,
they don't want to look into other things.
No.
But I do believe, Hori, you sitting here and sharing with us is going to help them so that they know, Hori, in as much as I'm talented, I need to take care of other things. I need to take care of my mental health. I need to be educated enough so that I'm not taken for a ride. So I really do appreciate you sitting here and sharing with us.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker.
With that being said, Bazalwani, we have to love you and leave you. God bless you. Mwah.